This is 3 News with John Campbell and Carol Hirschfeld.
Kia ora, good evening. We begin tonight with exclusive pictures of the cyclone which has ripped through coastal towns in Western Australia, causing millions of dollars worth of damage. The hardest hit town was Exmouth, where Super Cyclone Vance destroyed at least 100 homes. One man is missing, but early warnings ensured most of the town's 2,500 residents had fled or taken cover. 3 News cameraman Geoff Mackley was in Exmouth when the cyclone struck.
One of the most powerful storms nature can produce, Cyclone Vance struck with a ferocity rarely seen on the Australian coast, and directly in its path the town of Exmouth, 1,100 kilometres north of Perth. It crashed into the town with wind speeds of up to 290 kilometres per hour, pounding the town for 4 hours. And as TV3 cameraman Geoff Mackley discovered, even being outside was life-threatening.
This will make Cyclone Vance the strongest storm to ever hit Australia.
State emergency officials had dozens of calls for help as families found their homes being torn apart. One couple risked their lives to rescue their dog when the house collapsed around them. As the storm subsided, residents ventured outside to scenes of devastation. Expatriate New Zealander Diane, who runs the local CARAVAN park, expected the worst.
The winds, you've just got no idea. About 280 k per hour winds. Unreal. Worse than Cyclone Tracy.
Even caravans that have been chained to concrete have been blown away, leaving only the floor behind. Further up the road, a holiday resort looked more like a war zone, with some buildings reduced to matchwood, while others were piled on top of one another. At least 100 homes destroyed or unlivable, another 200 seriously damaged.
I was worried when things started hitting against the glass panes, big sheets of metal and thing, we had to move away, and when the roof that you can see out here started coming off and it started flooding inside, was a bit of a worry.
Just to give you some idea of the force of a Category 5 cyclone, these power poles are made out of 10mm thick steel I-beams, and they've been bent over like twigs.
During the eerie calm that descended during the eye of the cyclone, a resident raced out to secure his vehicle, but others were at the mercy of the worst storm on record. Today, residents began salvaging belongings from sodden homes. It could be 2 weeks before full power is restored. The cyclone has lost much of its ferocity, but is still bringing heavy rain and flooding to towns in inland Western Australia. Steve Christensen, 3 News.